let's carry on with this story. Now, let's recap what we covered in episode 4 of this series, Stranger in a Familiar Skin. John's journey led him deeper into a dense forest near Kalulushi, Zambia. The tranquility of the forest, with its dappled sunlight and chirping birds, offered him a sense of peaceful isolation. He discovered the Moonlight Place, a stunning homestead built by Chando and Weshi, a couple who returned from the UK to Zambia. This oasis, blending natural elegance with human creativity, stood in harmony with the surrounding woodland. Its gardens, vibrant with plants and a serene pool, echoed the wild beauty of Zambia. The homestead was a cultural hub, intended to connect people with Zambian traditions and nature. Chando and Mweshi shared their story with John, reflecting their journey of returning to their roots and the challenges they faced. Their vision for Moonlight Place was to bridge cultures and provide a serene escape from urban life. Inspired by their tale, John felt a deeper connection to his heritage. His conversation with the couple also introduced him to the local lore, including an ancient cave said to hold secrets of the past. Equipped with a map from Chando, John set off to explore further. His path, lined with markers from previous explorers, led him to a hidden cave. Inside, he discovered a mysterious artifact with intricate carvings evoking emotions and connecting him to a history far beyond his own. This discovery marked a significant moment in his journey of self-discovery and heritage. Stay tuned for more as John navigates the enigmatic and revealing stranger in a familiar skin. Scene 2, deepening his exploration of both the land and his personal history. Season 1, Episode 5. As the sun set over the Zambian wilderness, John, determined and focused, trekked through the dense terrain. His boots crunched on undergrowth, signaling his yielding resolve. Surrounded by the earthy aroma of pine, heightened senses guided John through the thicket, solitude his only companion. The rustle of leaves and distant wildlife sounds formed a natural symphony, while his instincts, honed by years of exploration, led him more than the map in his pocket. An intense encounter with a wild animal left a lasting impact on John. Their eye contact, fierce and primal, was a reminder of the wild's unpredictability and power. It was a moment that underscored the delicate balance between human and nature, leaving an indelible mark on John's psyche. Streams playing melodies over rocks, sunlight dancing through green canopies, and vibrant bird life. Each element added to the forest's mystique, deeply cherished by John. John's mind often returned to the artifact found in a cave, its carvings hinting at ancient secrets. Handling it had awakened a connection to forgotten histories. As night fell, the forest's mysticism deepened. John set up camp, the fire's flicker creating a comforting ambience amidst nocturnal forest sounds. Contemplating by the fire, he reflected on stories shared by Chando and Mbweshi, their resilience echoing his search for identity. Under the starry sky, John felt a profound connection with the universe. His parents' legacy and his heritage seemed intertwined with his current journey, guiding him towards self-discovery. Haunted by vivid dreams of ancient civilizations and the artifact's glow, John felt the forest communicating with him. Awakening to a fresh morning, he continued his exploration, intuition guiding him alongside the map. The forest, alive with morning light and birdsong, showcased its diverse beauty. For John, each step was a step deeper into his soul's journey, seeking answers about his past and the artifact's secrets. Navigating diverse landscapes from thickets to glades, John was amazed by the forest's diversity. Resting by a creek, he felt at peace, as if the wilderness was home. The day's trek brought anticipation of the unknown. The forest's relentless beauty was matched by its challenges, each step leading John into new, uncharted emotional and physical territories. The artifact, more than a relic, seemed a key to unlocking his past and understanding the land. By evening, John's journey continued. The solitude that once brought peace now weighed heavily, filled with longing for clarity and guidance. The mysteries of the artifact and his family's history deepened with each mile, emphasizing the complexity of his quest. Scene 4. As John stepped into the clearing, the golden hues of the setting sun cast an ethereal glow over the landscape. The rugged terrain he had traversed faded into the background as he approached the humble wooden hut. A sense of inexplicable calm washed over him, offering a respite from the relentless wilderness. The wise man who greeted him at the door had the air of someone who had lived in solitude for years, yet his eyes sparkled with an unspoken wisdom. He welcomed John into his abode, a simple structure that seemed to be a part of the forest itself. Inside, the air was warm, filled with the scent of herbs and wood smoke. As they sat by the fire, the wise man listened intently to John's recount of his journey. The flickering flames cast a soft light on their faces, creating an atmosphere of ancient storytelling. John shared his experiences, the discovery of the artifact, and his deep-seated quest to understand his heritage. The wise man, nodding thoughtfully, began to share his own experiences. He spoke of his youth, spent exploring the vast wilderness of Zambia, and of the lessons he learned from the land. He talked about the harmony of nature, the interconnectedness of all living things, and the importance of understanding one's place in the world. As the night deepened, their conversation meandered through various topics, from the practical aspects of surviving in the wilderness to philosophical discussions about life and destiny. The wise man imparted wisdom about the cycles of nature, the flow of rivers, the dance of the stars, and how these were all part of a greater tapestry. John listened, captivated by the wise man's words. Each story, each piece of advice seemed to light a path in the darkness of his uncertainty. The wise man's perspective on life, a blend of realism and mysticism, opened John's mind to new ways of seeing the world. The wise man then shared tales of the local people, their customs, and their deep-rooted connection with the land. He spoke of ancient tribes that once roamed the forests, their traditions, and their respect for nature. John felt a growing connection to these stories, a sense that his own journey was part of this rich tapestry of history. As they talked, the wise man prepared a simple meal of wild vegetables and roots, seasoned with herbs from his garden. The food was hearty and nourishing, a testament to the wise man's self-sufficient lifestyle. Eating in silence, John felt a deep sense of gratitude and peace. Later, the wise man showed John an array of tools and artifacts he had collected over the years. Each item had a story, a memory attached to it, reflecting the wise man's profound bond with the wilderness. He demonstrated some survival techniques, how to read the stars, identify medicinal plants, and interpret the signs of the forest. John absorbed these lessons eagerly, feeling a newfound sense of competence and confidence growing within him. The wise man's teachings went beyond mere survival. They were lessons in resilience, mindfulness, and the art of living in harmony with nature. The wise man also spoke of the importance of solitude and reflection. He described how the forest could be a mirror to one's soul, revealing inner truths and guiding one towards self-discovery. John realized that his journey through the wilderness was not just a physical quest, but also a spiritual exploration. As the fire dwindled to embers, John prepared to sleep, his mind teeming with the day's revelations. The wise man offered him a corner of the hut, where a bed of furs and blankets awaited him. Lying there, John felt a connection to all who had wandered these forests before him. Travelers, explorers, and seekers of truth. That night, John's dreams were vivid and transformative. He dreamt of walking through ancient forests, conversing with animals, and soaring with eagles under the vast African sky. In his dreams, the artifact pulsed with a brilliant light, guiding him through the labyrinth of his subconscious. Awakening at dawn, John found the wise man already up. tending to a small fire. They shared a breakfast of fruits and nuts in silence, the morning light filtering through the windows of the hut. The wise man then walked with John to the edge of the clearing, offering some final words of wisdom. Remember, the forest is both your teacher and your guide. Embrace its lessons and you will find the answers you seek, the wise man said, his voice tinged with a profound understanding. John thanked the wise man for his hospitality and wisdom, feeling a sense of rejuvenation. As he stepped back into the wilderness, he felt less like a lost wanderer and more like a pilgrim on a sacred journey. The path ahead was still shrouded in mystery, but now he had the tools and wisdom to navigate it. The wise man watched John disappear into the forest, a knowing smile on his face. Rejuvenated by the wise man's wisdom and hospitality, John stepped back into the wilderness with a sense of purpose. His time in the wise man's hut had not only provided him with practical survival skills, but had also imparted a deeper understanding of his place in the world. As he journeyed away from the clearing, he felt less like a lost wanderer and more like a pilgrim on a sacred journey. John's path now led him toward a new challenge, a physical manifestation of the trials he had endured, the ascent of a rugged mountain that stood imposingly before him. With the wise man's words echoing in his mind, he felt prepared to confront this new obstacle, seeing it as a metaphor for his personal journey and the inner struggles he sought to overcome. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. Also, please share this story with your family and friends. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to discuss with me about the story, or indeed the series we've been featuring on this channel titled How to Build in Zambia While Living in the Diaspora, do get in touch. I'll make sure to respond to you. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video podcast next week.